All right, so this whole chapter is about kind of statistics, graphing, looking at data, which is basically a set of numbers, and being able to analyze it. So the first thing we're going to look at are things called finding the averages of things. There's three ways that we're going to look at to measure the average. One type of average is called the mean, right here, this first one of a data set is the sum of all the values divided by the number of values. So what that means is you're going to add up all the numbers and divide by how many numbers there were. Okay, so that's one way. The median of the data set is the middle value when the values are written in numerical order. So write up the numbers, and then the one in the middle is the median. If a data set has an even number of values, which means there's going to be two numbers in the middle, okay, if there's two numbers in the middle, then the median is the mean of the two middle values. So basically you take the average of those two, or the mean of those two middle values, and we'll kind of do examples of all of these. The mode of a data set is the value that occurs most often. A data set can have no mode, one mode, or more than one mode. So if two numbers occur the same amount of times, it could have two modes. If all the numbers only occur once, then that means there's no mode. And so that would be an example of those scenarios here. So let's take a look at this first example. Find the mean, median, and mode of the data set. So first thing you have to do is put these things in order. So I always like to kind of rewrite them and then kind of cross out as I go. So it looks like I got a 4, cross it out. I got a 6 and a 7. I have, looks like a 12 and 14. Again, kind of just helps, I think, to cross out as we go. 15, and see, the reason that helps, I got ahead of myself and I skipped my 13 over there, so let's work backwards. 13, so now I can cross that out. 14, 15, and looks like I'm just left with 18 and 19. Okay, so I always like to do the easiest ones first. So the mode is the numbers that occur more than once. None of these numbers are repeated, actually. So we would say mode, in this case, no mode. Oops, no mode. Sorry about the mess here. Median. So how I do the median is basically by counting in, okay? Jeez, this is really messy, I apologize. So basically the median, we want to look at the middle, okay? So we have one, kind of several ways. Sometimes you could kind of check them in, so kind of keep working your way into the middle. Check, 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 even amount, 4 checks on each side, 13 is in the middle. So this is an odd number, which means you will just have one middle term. And so my median number in the middle is 13 this time, okay? The mean is definitely the hardest one to find, okay? Basically, you need to add up all of your numbers, okay? So 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 12, so on, and then divide by the total numbers that you have. So if you do that, I'm going to do this actually off camera here, using the calculator to get a total. You can be doing the same thing. So 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 18 plus 19. So my total is 108. Okay, but that's not the mean. Then I need to divide that number. Remember, we can kind of use, yikes, sorry for the mess, fraction bars. divide sign, right? So how many total numbers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So I'm going to divide that then by 9. That's going to give me my mean here. So divide that by 9 and I get 12. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing on these next ones here. So always first things first, put things in order. Okay, put things in order. So again, check them off so you don't make the mistake like I did last time. 1, 5, 5. What do we got next? Looks like we got a 12 in here. Oh, did it again. 10 and 12. And 13, 14, and 17. So again, mode, median are kind of generally the easiest ones. So mode, you just look for any numbers that appear more than once. In this case, 5 appears more than once. And so that's going to be my mode. Median, again, we got to get to the very middle, count inwards. Not sure why my pen is being so messy here. So we count inwards, 1, 2, 3. So again, if you want to make a check mark, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so here's a scenario. We have two middle numbers, 10 and 12. When you have two middle numbers, right, so we can't go in any further and find a middle number, what you always do is you're going to add those middle ones up and divide by 2, which is actually finding the median. I'm sorry, finding the mean of those. Add them up, which is going to be 22, and divide by 2, because that's the total numbers that there are. There's two numbers. So we're actually finding the mean of those middle numbers, which equals 11. Finally, our mean, again, I'm going to do this off camera, and you can be doing it as well, adding up all the numbers and then dividing by the total numbers that we got. So 1 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 17 is 77 is the total, but obviously that is not our final answer. We still need to divide it by how many total numbers we have. Give me a minute while my pen catches up here. There we go. And how many numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers. So 77 divided by 8 is 9.625. Obviously, you could be doing that longhand out to the side to practice your division. Calculators are always a good tool to check your work. The last piece that we're going to look at, another kind of way to look at data, is called the range. The range is the difference between the highest and lowest values. So to find the range, you take the highest number and subtract the lowest number from it. That's going to give you your range. So in this one, we have 4 things to find: mean, median, mode, and range of the data. So again, let's see if I can get this in order on the first try here. So 36, 37, am I missing something? 2 42s, 44 and a 55, 81 and 93. So again, knock the easy ones out right off the bat. The mode, like 42. We have two 42s. So most common numbers are mode. Our median, again, we need to find the middle number. Count in 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Again, we have a scenario here where we have two middle numbers. If I tried to count it again, we'd kind of have an unequal number. We want kind of the same amount of check marks on each side. So what do? We add them up, add the two middle numbers up, and then divide by 2, which is going to give you 43. Now, a lot of times like this, it's going to be that number in the middle, but it might not always be the case. And our mean, again, we're going to add all these numbers up. Calculators would indeed be helpful here. Plus 42, plus 44, plus 55, plus 81, and finally 93. So my total, again, not my mean, but my total is 430. Let's count our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divided by 8. Calculators are helpful. And my median is 53.75. The last piece asks us to find the range. So in order to do that, you take the biggest number and subtract the smallest number from it, and that's all there is to that. So we take 93 minus 36, and that will give us 57. Mode, median, mean, range. Those are the things in your homework you're going to have to find tonight. Talking about the best way to measure the average of things. Okay, a few problems here. So sometimes if you have a really big number, that's going to kind of skew your average. Meaning skew your mean. It's going to make your mean maybe way higher than it might be. As opposed to your median, it's always going to be the middle number. So it kind of eliminates some of those really low numbers and really high numbers. So sometimes the median is going to be a better use than the mean. Okay. So if we found all of our values again, let's go ahead and write them down. Couple of 99s. You want to look at like what average kind of looks like most of the data. That's kind of what you're looking for. So let's figure out all of our things here. Cross them out. 109, 129, and 138. So again, easy ones first. The mode. Median, sorry about the messy handwriting. Count in 1, 2, 1, 2. Two middle numbers again. So 100 plus 109. Jeez, why is this? Give me 1 minute here. You guys have seen this happen to me before. All right. Equals 209 divided by 2. 209 divided by 2 would be 104. Oh my goodness, this is so messy. Sorry, guys. 104.5. Okay, so we're kind of looking. Which one's kind of the best judge here? So that's the median. And the mean, again, adding up all the numbers here. 99 plus 99 plus 100 plus 109 plus 129 plus 138. So the total is 584. Wow, very messy. Apologize. Divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide 184 by 6, and we get 97. So if we look at here, 97 is below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to look and let's double check our work here because I don't think we did that right. 99 plus 99, 99 plus 99 plus 100 plus 109 plus 129 plus 138 is actually 674 because, and the reason why it's kind of a good lesson here actually, your mean should never be less than your lowest number. That doesn't make any sense at all. So we had a typing error in my calculator. It actually should be 674, so that's going to make a little bit more sense here. So 674 divided by 6 is 112. So we want to look. We got 99 for the mode, 104.5 or $104.50, and 112. Which one is kind of closest to the actual middle of the data? Well, 112 is way up above. That's like the third to highest number here. 104.5 is where most of the numbers are. So in this case, the median would be our best scenario here. Take a look at this one on your own. So the Astronomy Club bought 18 tickets to the planetarium for the reduced cost of 108. The club later bought 4 regular tickets for $46. What is the mean cost of all of the tickets? So basically we need to add on 46 times 4 to get the total cost of the other tickets. I'm sorry, so they took that's what all of those cost, so we want to add up the total they spent on all the tickets. Total money, 108 plus 46 is 154. So that's going to be your total amount of money, and then to find on average how much each ticket costs, we need to divide that by the total amount of tickets. Well, they had 18 originally, 4 afterwards, so that's going to be 22. And so each ticket was on average right around $7 if you divide 154 by 22, which was our total number, including that in there. All right, sorry about the messy pen. I got to fix that for next time.